I looked online and I kept seeing teach English in Korea, in South Korea. So I applied, and within 12 hours, I had an interview. And within, I think it was like 2 weeks, I had the visa, I had the paperwork done, and I found out that I didn't like teaching elementary school, went to a middle school. So I was out in the middle of the peninsula in a very small town that there were no other English speakers. So while I didn't know anything about Korean food, I didn't know anything about Korean culture or traditions or anything about their language. I had bought a book at Barnes and Noble. They put me up in a hotel the first 2 or 3 nights until they got me my apartment. That was very interesting. The apartment in Korea was one room. Everything was in one room except for the bathroom. And the bathroom had one fixture, and that was the toilet. It was quite a culture shock. I learned to speak basically what I needed to say. I found that I do not like Korean food. I did learn how to use the subway system in a city of 11 million people in Seoul. And after 2 or 3 years, I met another fellow teacher. There, you always meet expats. I don't care where you go in another country, you will always meet expats. And I did find that there was a group of other English teachers. So this other teacher, he was a gentleman, and he introduced me to making PowerPoints, and then asked me if I would like to do a summer camp or a winter camp at a university. So I also taught at, I think there were 3 different universities that I taught for a summer session or a winter session. Since I had a master's degree and I had experience teaching ESL, which is English as a second language. And I did, while I was in Korea, I did manage to get TEFL certificate. There are several different websites where you can look for jobs overseas. Anyone who is interested might look up international schools. International schools will have schools all over. After about 4.5 years, I don't like snow. I don't like to be cold. So I decided I wanted to live someplace warm. And I thought, I'll move to Guam. So I did.